this area up here, as you can see, there's a, see if I can get my fingers where it needs to be. Right about there is a different elevation. I kind of want to cut this a little bit better and lower this elevation all throughout here. Maybe not all throughout, maybe there'll be still a hill here. I haven't decided yet, because that'd be a lot of freaking fill to find somewhere to put on. Putting fill on a hill doesn't equate to very good things. But yeah, I knocked these trees down just now. Knocked this down. I'm unburying it out of this wood pile that I had. Need to move this wood pile out of the way. I haven't had the chance to get my big machine over here, but I'd like to take this down with, to push this down with the big machine. And this maple and that maple looks like a maple, soft maple. This one I think I can get with the mini still. These other ones, but this one, because it's leaning, this one, it's leaning towards the garage, so I have to sit here with the mini. And last time I sat here with the mini, it looked scary, and I really don't want to, one, die. Two, even worse than dying is losing this machine. Even though I am insured, it's too hard, too expensive to purchase a machine while one's being repaired, or this one's totaled and I gotta buy a new one. But I'll get you hooked up on the glass so you can see the bucket and what I'm doing. And I guess, oh, basically this area is to park the equipment. So all this green, all this black dirt, green topsoil, forest floor, whatever you want to call it, has to go. A lot of it. We need to park. I need to be able to get a dump truck up here with a trailer in order to spin around. And even my driveway needs work to get that bad boy up here. I got limbs and trees overhanging the driveway. It looks beautiful, and it's gonna suck having to push some of that stuff and get rid of it. But I need to be able to get the dump truck, the big piece of equipment up here, park it up here, and I'm thinking there's enough room to spin around it up here and everything. But yeah, we'll get you hooked up. Alright, I think that's a pretty good view for you guys. Pro batteries in my pocket, probably all dead. But yeah, we're trying to get this, oh, turn our RPMs up. We're trying to get this tree out. You can barely see it, but there's a tree here. My wood pile kind of fell on it when I knocked it over. Oh, there she goes. The stump stayed, but that's fine. I just wanted the tree out, get out of the way. If anybody was out here chainsawing right now, I would have murdered them by how fast I been spinning around with these trees and everything. But this wood pile's got to go somewhere else. I have no clue where to put it. If I had the big machine, it'd be nice, or a grapple for the skid steer. But I don't have as much reach with this machine. So throwing things, I literally throw it to try to get it as far as possible. Because as any operator knows, the more you move, the more time you waste. Yeah, it wasn't very good. Yeah, the more you're tracking and not working the bucket, oh my god, I can't get it down. It's hard when there's multiple objects in the bucket. Easier when you just got one floppy thing in the bucket. I should have the tooth bucket on, but it's kind of strapped to my trailer, and I really just, you know, I can do what I need to do with this thing. I don't believe I'm in gravel. There is gravel here, but it's not very dense. It's very sandy gravel. So I shouldn't need the teeth for anything really. trees all cut up and burned. Some of them pines. Don't hit that. See if we redirect this bad boy. That's an F no. By the way, slamming into something like that on your swing is not good for it. Had the teeth on. Oh well. We'll just barely miss it. There we go. Nothing major, but you know, I got a little gravel underneath the sand somewhere. I want to start to rust. Might try to break this off until that vehicle comes down. I'm going to have to run pockets. It's neat way away from the garage. That's still connected. There we go. Oh, yeah, there's a it. Oh, no. I'm going to snap bottom off, snap off. What's it done? I don't know, full line still rolling. You can't tell, but this is a high spot right here. So we're gonna doze. Yeah, there we go. Rust, rocks, yep, beautiful. Wrong letter. I can see it here. See a rock right there. Hole. Rock good, it means gravel. Ground means ground hard. You can drive out to spend $1,000 on gravel and everything. I just do it this year, why not? And they'll work next year. We'll get an investment shop. If you want all in there, healing up. Maybe rent a thing so I can sit this. Sort it. Well, we're not going to do that. We might do this one. It'll be a huge file. We don't know this like next month stuff, but there's always rent those front for a couple days. Where I'm at. But currently, higher. This is going uphill. This is going downhill, so it's like this. So basically, the further up we get this way, the more that's gotta come out. So a dozer would be great. My big excavator would be great to just in one spot, a lot move, a lot more spot. It's a dozer would be fantastic, but I'm a landscaper and excavator, so a mini and skid steer reign supreme in landscaping. You also just grab the land, maybe your forks come in, and bulldoze with your see, they're not gonna make this level, it's like fire, you'll hold on, everything, so it's not gonna build your end, because I'm working that, but these humps, I just kind of level out a little bit, kind of in a way, finding a dump truck and trailers and stuff really, so we're looking at a lot, yeah, but it's a lot cool. I'm gonna go open a park this way, get this stuff first, this mesh, whoops, I have to that way, maybe people or something, whoa, what's on me breaking this? Alright, we're on the beautiful skid steer. Can't really see my going downhill sooner than I thought for that drop off. So he gets to play with that. Screwed up. Screwed up again. Okay, that's okay. This machine, hydraulics are weird. They're sensitive while not being sensitive. I guess is the best way to describe them. Yeah, right about here it drops off. But what we're going to do is we're going to keep cutting. And that looks like camera overheated, so we didn't get a bunch of footage. But anyways, we kind of got this cleared up, flattened off a little bit. It's not too grade. Grade is down here. Even this isn't great. I'm going to probably cut some of this out, maybe 4 inches out and all the way up over there. Not that little maple, but that bigger maple, not the V or the 3 trees together. That one's too ancient for me to take down. I really feel bad if I did that. I don't even want to take this down. I really don't want to take that birch down, but I kind of need this area to be able to swing the dump truck and trailer. So like come up through here, come up and around, and be able to turn around and park facing out. So like a lot of this hill here, frog, almost stepped on him. A lot of this hill here will have to come out. This is pretty steep slope. This is just a drop off here, so a lot of this has to be graded out to a nice easy slope coming up to right about here. So from here to there is 18, 22 feet ish. It's sloped. I don't know. Actually don't know how I'm going to do it. That's such a short distance. That's so high up. It's like 4 feet up from the grade of the current driveway. But you got to do what you got to do. I need this area to be able to get the dump truck up in here. And this huge pile needs to go. So I'm hoping I can get the machine here maybe this weekend to knock a bunch of this out. Knock these bigger trees out that are leaning towards the garage. Those 2 trees, I don't know if they need to go. I kind of like them. They're not leaning in towards where I'll be parking. They're leaning out into the forest, so that's really nice. You know, they're leaning that way, not where I'll be parking or driving. These little trees all have to go. And I'm, you know, if I don't have that pine's dead. If I don't have to get rid of this big old birch right here, I won't. She seems healthy. She looked like she might have been damaged at some point, maybe even struck by lightning at the base. That's what they do sometimes, so she might even just be dead. I don't know. I really don't want to. Birches are so rare up here now. It's well, I should say rare. They're just not as common, I guess. This birch is gonna have to go. I don't like it anyways because it's leaning right towards the garage. So this one will hit the garage if she ever went. So that one's got to go. I do want to remove some of the trees back behind the garage, back here. But these are monsters. That's a big boy. That one in is, then there's one big oak or maple. I can't remember what it is now. I change my mind on what it is when I tell people. I make it up, but it's definitely hardwood, and it's huge, and it's got a big old branch leaning over the garage up there, and I think it has to be lopped from the top. If I can get the top lopped off, have somebody climb it, lop the top off, I can easily push it off into the forest. Or once these trees are out, I can push it this way and lean it towards where this parking area is, and without damaging, because out in there I don't think is my property, so I don't want to damage all those trees in there if they ain't mine. A little bit of respect for other people's property, you know. But yeah, I mean, it is she a big, oh man, every time I've been walking through these flowers, I've been getting stung. It's like kick one with a bee on it or something. They do not like to be disturbed when they're doing their thing. Oh, there's a bird's nest right there. Right there ish. Nice little spot. A lot of coverage for them with all the other branches ahead. But you can kind of see that branch is so far over and everything. So luckily there is a lot of weight going into the woods. But I'm, you know, dropping it this way. I don't know. I better just shut up. Well, that's kind of the end of the video. I'll get this uploaded as soon as possible. And I got a bunch of stuff I need to edit and get uploaded. And well, that's about it. If you guys like these kind of videos, you know, comment down below. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll either answer them next video, or help me out here, or I'll answer them in the comment section. So you guys go have a good evening, morning, night, whatever you guys are when you're watching this video. I'm gonna get some food in my belly. See you later.